Let's talk shop. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Toast Hammer. Probably the last one for a little bit. I've found myself in a position of just being kind of burned out with video making at the moment. Not that I don't enjoy filming and recording, but it's kind of gotten to the point where it's interfering with my other hobbies instead of adding to them. There's a lot of good things about running a YouTube channel based on miniature wargaming, in that it keeps you honest. It puts you on a schedule. You have to be doing stuff every week, every couple of weeks in order to put out a video to show off the content of it all. But for me, what sort of happened is there's a lot of projects that I want to work on and feel like I don't have the time for because it wouldn't make a good video. So I'm pushing those back, and then I'm working on things I don't really want to work on because it would be a better video. For example, my Custodes army, I started this whole New Year, New Army thing. I still have one model completely finished because doing the same conversion to 6 other guys, that's not a video. I already showed you how to do the kit bash and the conversion, and to do that just a bunch of more times is not interesting to watch for you. And it's not interesting for me to film. So I have made very little progress on that entire thing. Now there are other kit bashes and conversions for that project that I want to do, but I also just need to go through the motions and do some of the boring stuff also. And that's basically unfilmable. And having to kind of frame everything from my point of view, frame everything I'm doing from this lens of it's got to be decent content. It's got to be an interesting video. I have to have something to talk about, and I have to have something to show off, has made it a little bit of a slog sometimes. And I don't really get to work on this hobby for hobby's sake anymore. If Warhammer were my only hobby, maybe this wouldn't be a problem. But with my sort of very likely undiagnosed ADHD brain, I have 8 or 9 other hobbies that I'm constantly rotating through when I lose interest in one. So I'm genuinely kind of surprised I've stuck with this for as long as I have. It's kind of impressive that I've missed so few videos over the years. But I think it is getting to that point where I am just feeling a little bit burnt out on things and could use some time to kind of reframe and reclaim some time for myself. Because this channel was always a hobby first. I've never monetized it. I've never even asked for donations. I don't have a Ko-fi page or a Patreon or anything like that. I don't run ads on my videos. Because that's not what it's about. I just want to build cool stuff and show them to you. Which, I could do without a YouTube channel. But I also don't want to go on Instagram or any of the other social medias because they're icky to me. And that's also why this channel hasn't really grown that much. I know how to grow a channel. I just choose kind of not to because I don't want to do all of the rest of the stuff because that's not fun to me. Making videos, that's fun. Making cool kit bashes, that's fun. Filming shorts and doing, social media engagement posts for the sake of growth is not something that's fun to me. And so I've never really done it. I've done a couple of shorts here and there, but they're pretty low effort. Let's be honest. So yeah, I'm just I'm in a space where I feel like I need to reclaim some time for myself. I have a lot of things going on at the moment that are not Warhammer related, And I have some stuff that I kind of want to work out. Over the past year, I've like gained a bunch of weight and like fell into some like bad habits in my eating and lack of exercise and stuff like that. And a lot of that is just not that I have not enough time to do things, but there's a lot of sort of paralysis of having too much stuff going on and not knowing how to prioritize things. I'm very bad at time management, and that just leads to sort of a mental overload. The biggest part of which is probably having to come up with and film and edit a video every 2 weeks. That's something that is just always there, taking up a constant space of mental load. While other things have been happening, like the, responsibilities for my full-time job have expanded a lot, and they are continuing to expand more. This is good, but it does not help, again, the mental load of everything that's going on. I'm currently designing a game. We just had our first playtest last week, and everybody really enjoyed it. I haven't even told you guys about it yet, because it's not anywhere near ready, but that's another thing I'm doing that's just totally unrelated to all of this. It's not miniatures. It's not going to be a Kickstarter. Don't worry. When it comes out, I'll let you know. It'll be either really cheap or free. Like, I don't exactly know how to distribute yet, or even if it will see the light of day. We're still in kind of the development phase. But yes, I am kind of beginning this other larger project that I think is really cool, and my game designer friends who I played it with thought it had some legs. So we're going to see where it goes. But yeah, that's all to say that there's just a lot on my plate right now, and I think I can't commit to making good videos for you guys to watch. And I don't just want to release slop either. If I didn't care about what I was doing and I just wanted to have like followers or, something else, there are way easier ways to grow a YouTube channel than doing like bespoke kit bashes for a niche Warhammer faction. That's just the reality of the situation. I know what they are. It's just none of that appeals to me. I like doing what I'm doing. But I also don't want to just release me making the same model that you've seen before a million times, or painting more of my AdMech army, that was a really big turning point for the channel, because my main army is kind of finished. There's more I could add to it, and I do like an Archmagus a year, it seems, basically, because I do like designing these cool big centerpiece characters. But that's my main army, and it's done, and that's kind of how I built my audience, was off of this army. So it's hard to come up with new ideas for it, especially when we aren't really seeing support miniatures wise for cool options for the faction. So I do kind of, I don't feel like I've let you guys down, but it's more that like I've had to spread my wings to look at other stuff that are not in this niche. So the people who are only here for AdMech stuff, it's like there's going to be less of it because there's less of it to do, if that makes sense. I can always make a weird looking tech priest, but and I probably will continue to make weird looking tech priests. But that project by and large is like, it's about as done as it gets, aside from a couple of like utility units here or there. There's nothing gameplay wise that I really need to add to that army. So yeah, that's just kind of an update on where the channel is, where my headspace is, stuff like that. I would say stay subscribed. I know a bunch of you are probably going to leave, and that's totally justified. Do I know when I'll be back? Not really. Maybe like 2 or 3 months, maybe longer than that. We'll kind of have to see how I'm feeling. I'll try and film some stuff here and there just so I can like come back and have stuff to come back with. And I know there are interesting projects that I want to do that are worth being filmed. But I think I just can't work with the schedule of it all right now, if that makes sense. But if you want to hang out in a much more loose and unstructured fashion, check out the Toast Hammer Discord. I'm still going to be there. I'm still going to be posting stuff there because I can just kind of drop some pictures of what I'm working on or drop some pictures of a newly painted model whenever I want and feel absolutely zero pressure. And it's way easier to do than to make a video about it. So I'll definitely still be posting there and hanging out with the people in our community, talking about stuff and sharing ideas and whatnot. But yeah, I hope I'll be back better than ever. And until next time, peace.